Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will answering the question if we can use the Vedic astrology if we don't have super precise, super accurate time, if we can get some value, some benefit, if we have only approx time, and what will be the difference between the approx time and the accurate, precise or rectified time. So in this video, I'm showing this on the example chart. So if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to be notified about similar videos in the future, please click the subscribe button with the bell notification. Normally what we do is that we are trying to rectify the chart first to minutes. We want to have rectified chart to Shastyamsa level because then we can use all the Vargas. And Vargas in Vedic astrology are the divisional charts which are showing some specific areas of life. So if we have all Vargas rectified, then we can use everything. For example, someone is asking about parents, we can open the D12 chart and see the parents, health, parents, relationship, everything. If the client is asking about children, we can open D7. If client is asking about education, I want to do a PhD. Should I do PhD? When will I finish it? When should I start it? We can open D24, see 7th house, see the timing, on which planet you are, which is the dasha, and if the 7th house is somehow obstructed, if it's activated, then we can say yes, now it's good time to do PhD. We can see the 8th house, this is the time when you are finishing the PhD. So then we can answer those questions. If you're not have rectified Siddhamsha, which is D24 chart, the other name is Chaturvimshamsa, which means 24 in Sanskrit, then you are not able basically to answer such questions. It's very difficult from the Rashi chart. So here in this example, I just want to show you how it works. Basically, if you put your data, here is the example chart, custom, totally random, is the Alex Springer chart, and here we have the Lagna on 15 degrees and 55 minutes. So we will see basically that the Rashi chart, the Cancer Lagna, here we have the sign Cancer, it is from 9-9, here you can see the range, from 9-9 to 12-1, so it's not changing, it's the same, it stays the same. But after 12 and after 12-2, approx, it will change to next sign, which is Simcha or Leo here. So it will be then here, the ascendant will jump here. If we add, now we have 10 p.m. So if we add, let me add 2 hours here. 1 hour is here. I will add 2 hours. So you will see, bam, bam, the ascendant is changed here. So the ascendant is now in Leo Lagna. So it has changed, it's moved the position. So now let's say that, so the question was, can I use Vedic astrology with the approx time? So that depends how much approx time is. For example, let's say, oh, I was born on like here, 1040, right? 1040. So now the degree is 15. So you can use the Rashi chart, you can use the position. If you were born, if you say, okay, I was born around 11. So if it's really 11, around 11, not crossing the 12, then you are still Cancer ascendant, so the all position will be the same, everything is fine. Of course, you cannot use in the Rashi chart the points which are very sensitive to time, like for example, the Vishesha Lagnas. Vishesha Lagnas are special points which are showing basically how your mind is processing the things from the environment. We have the Gatika Lagna, we have Hora Lagna, Varnada Lagna, and the Pranapada, which is now here in the Mesha or Aries Rashi. So these points will change. For example, if we add 1 hour, it will be still Cancer Lagna, but Gatika Lagna, which is showing the place of power, the seat of power, is changing now from Cancer to Kanya, to the Virgo. So it has changed. So these points, some things will change. Sometimes if the moon is on the border, like here we have moon in 0 degree 33 minutes, if we go back 2 hours, then the moon will also change to Tula, Libra Rashi. So the main thing will stay the same. So the Rashi chart will stay the same from 9 to 12. So if you were born on 11 and you don't know the minutes and you don't want to do or you cannot do the rectification, then if we can say that you are safe when it's not crossing the 12. As we see after 12 p.m., it is going to Leo Lagna. Now, important thing, in Vedic astrology, what is the great and troublesome about Vedic astrology is the existence of something which is called subcharts or divisional charts. These are the specific additional charts to the main one. This is the main one called D1 or Rashi chart. In Western astrology, we have only this one Rashi, but in Vedic or Indian astrology, we have this main chart, and also additionally, we have this Varga charts, which is making the system so beautiful and so precise, so accurate. So we can use then the Navamsha here. Here the Navamsha is about the relationship, and we can use here D10. You see, this is the Shamsa. We can use D12. This is about the parents. This is Dvada Shamsa. Here we can use D20. This is about your spiritual life. This is the 24, which is showing about your education, about your development in education. We can use also the 60, which is about your all karma, which is also encompassing the past life of yours. Here we have the 3, which is about your siblings, the 4 properties, the 7 your children and grandchildren, and the 9 is the Navamsha, which is your relationship. So the 10 is about your work. Now the problem starts because this Varga charts, they are much more sensitive to time than the Rashi chart. We see that the Rashi chart, this chart, is basically within this 3 hours span, right? From 9, so 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like 3 hours, right? So within 3 hours. But this Navamsha chart is based or is created by dividing the one sign to 9 parts. So it's 9 times more sensitive to time. So now if we would divide this 180 minutes per 3, right? This will give us, here we have the span 21 minutes. So 21 minutes is one Navamsha. So now, let's say every 15 minutes, it is changing. Now here was the ascendant in Vrishika, and now it changed suddenly to Sagittarius, to Dhanusha, after 15 minutes. So if we add another 15 minutes, it will change to Capricorn here. If we add another 15 minutes, then it goes to Aquarius, to Kumbh Rashi here. And now everything specific about the chart, Navamsha, which is the relationship, your connection to God, your health, your wealth. So Navamsha has many, many areas, also like the Rashi chart. So this will all change now. So now this all is very sensitive to time. Therefore, the astrologer, the proper traditional astrologer, which was learned in the school, he will try to rectify the time based on your past events. So similarly, you see the Dasamsha chart. If we use the Dashamsha, D10, if we put here D10, this is the Dashamsha, this will be from 10:33 till 10:51. So now if you let add the next Dasamsha, next Dashamsha will be 10:51 till 11:08. So if you were born, if you say, oh, I have approx time of 11, now this becomes risky, right? Because this Virgo Dashamsa now, this only matters, or this is only valid for time in the period from 10:51 to 11:08. After that time or before that time, this will change. So if you were born only 9 minutes before, you say, oh, approx 11, I don't know, it was around 11, right? But if it was 10:50 in real, if it was really 10:50, then your ascendant will change to Simha, to Leo, and then everything is changed, everything is different, right? Because for example, the jobs are set to be in 2nd, 6th and 10th. So if you were born on Virgo, then your jobs will be related to Jupiter and Ketu. So you could be a teacher, you could be some traditional trainee, you can be some expert in something, you can coach, but related to being employed, because 6th house, it is 7 lord here, so it could be both employed, both freelance or business, but it's around the Jupiter, right? If you were born only 10 minutes before, if you are Leo Lagna, then it is suddenly Mars and Saturn 6th, which shows that you are doing something completely else, right? The Mars can be about technical, it could be security. Saturn, the connection of these both can be Yama Yoga, which has something to do with depth. This could be depths, this could be lands, this could be properties. Many things, many other things, completely different colorate, different aura, different nature, vibe, or whatever we call it, than this Ketu and Jupiter, right? So then this makes big difference. Then we would say, no, you cannot depend on this approx time without rectification, because you are not sure in which ascendant you are here in this chart related to work, which is so sensitive to time. It's 10:51 till 11:08. Similarly, if we move forward, then it will jump here to Libra. So from 11:08 now to 11:26, it is Libra or Tula ascendant, Tula Lagna. So here we have Sun and Lagna. Now Moon and Mercury are in 10. Oh my God, this can be someone who has a shop, this could be a publisher, this could be even a bishak or doctor. This Moon and Mercury yoga is for that. So this is now completely different story of career life, and also the timing will be different, right? Because for example, here we would say if you are Virgo Lagna, then Venus, which is in 8, shows that you will end some job. It is end. The 8th house shows that it's end of job. If you are Libra Lagna, then it's Lagna Lord, which means start of job. So the same period of Venus in one scenario, in one ascendant, so for if you were born before 11/8, if you were born on 11, exact 11, then it will give you a end of job when the Venus comes. If it's in after 11/10, if you are Libra Dashamsa, then it will give you a new job, new start, which will be probably related to business, partnership, or anything the 7th house in Dashamsa will show in this chart. So then if you are using the Varga charts, you cannot use the approx time. So it will give you, if you are having approx time and you are sure that you are within that 9 to 12, then it will give you the, of course, the general picture of your life, which is here in the Rashi chart. This will not change, but for specific timing, for specific how the environment will look like, so using the Varga charts, then you cannot use this Vedic astrology without exact time. So you cannot, we could say, you cannot benefit the best value which Vedic astrology has to offer, which are these Varga charts. Because especially if we are adding the timing to it, if we add the Vimshotri Dasha, which is showing like you see here that for example here May 2019 to June 2021, this is Jupiter. Now from June 2021 till January 2024, this is Jupiter Saturn. So Vedic astrology is showing in which period which planet is loading, which is ruling now. So if we are taking these planets, for example, now we are in Jupiter, if we have rectified the Samsha, then you can know exactly what is happening in your work. Like here is Jupiter is 6th lord, and in the fifth house has to do with promotions, rise, everything which is expanding, right? Some change, but in a favorable way. So basically it shows promotion. So in Jupiter, you have promotion. While when it is for Virgo Lagna, it's 7th lord and 6. It can mean that you are going from business or employment, being freelance, to employment, right? 7th lord in the 6th house. So we could say it's like a loss of 7th house, loss of business, loss of freelance. So there may be some losses in these things. So if you know the dasha and you have rectified Varga chart, then you can do a real value, then you can really use that astrology, this not only in the symbolical, psychological way like the Rashi chart shows, because the Rashi will show basically how the environment is impacting you, but generally you can also, if you have rectified this Varga charts, you can see what has happened that you were influenced or impacted in a certain way. So that would be my answer to that. Hopefully this is answering your question. So that's all for today. I hope this was informative and interesting for you. Subscribe for more and see you in the next one.